At this stage. Hello, everyone. Welcome
Hey,
to our new channel.
Hello.
I'm Ayo. This is Biola. That's Dems. We
and
call her
I'm
Dems.
Demi Dames.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh, we are starting a new channel together because we are tired of the back and forth between our channels, and we thought it would be a good idea. It took us a long time, but we
Mm-hmm.
finally got here.
Yeah.
The name of our channel is Bad Advice, but if you know us, you will figure out why. I'm not going to tell you that, but the clue is in the names. Um, I pretty much told them. Didn't I?
Yeah.
Damn it.
No. You
You've
didn't.
already
Yeah.
told them why.
But the gist is essentially like we will give bad advice with good intentions, but it's actually really good advice if you're actually listening, being
No, it's
the
our
advice.
opinions.
It's
Take
our
it.
opinion. Yeah, exactly. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't work for you,
If it,
don't let
if
us
it
know.
works for you, you
Yeah.
can donate,
Exactly, money. But
You
if it
can
doesn't work for you, then
subscribe.
like,
yes.
subscribe.
If
Yeah.
it doesn't work for you,
Tell
don't
us
tell
what
us.
you like. Tell us
Don't
what
put
you
it in the
don't
comment
like.
section if it doesn't work for you. We want people to think that it works. Okay. Today's topic is actually quite interesting. We're like,
Yeah.
today's topic is advice you will give your younger self, but wrong answers only.
Wrong answers
So
only. Yep.
let's see how it goes. Let's see
Who?
how it
Yeah,
goes.
Yeah.
You two let
Who's
us
going
know
to
what
kick
you
off?
section. Let's see what let us know what you will tell yourself in the comment section. We will start off with them because this is our topic and it's our baby. So the floor is with you.
Advice. Okay.
Yes, you.
Advice I'll give my younger
It's
self.
with you too.
If,
To be
floor,
fair, it works, doesn't it?
if the floor is yours works, then
Yeah.
the floor is with you works.
It also works, exactly. Yes. Don't judge us.
Okay. Thank
It's
yeah,
your
the
fault.
floor the floor is indeed with me. Thank you.
Yes.
Bad advice. Oh, but look at me even repeating the name. Advice I'll give my younger self. Wrong answers only. The first one that
Yeah.
comes to mind is marry the drug dealer.
Okay.
Well, that's
Marry
the
the
way to
drug
start.
dealer. Marry the drug dealer and forget the hustle. Like, don't stress your life. Marry the drug dealer and just be like, that pampered wife has
Wait.
everything.
Imagine you marry the drug dealer.
Wait,
Listen,
before we go into
you marry the drug dealer,
yeah.
and then you make sure he gets arrested and you keep the money.
That
No,
one
I
is
can't do that.
That one is
That's too
dangerous.
dangerous.
That one
Because
is
thank
dangerous.
you. No,
Bella, calm down. You want to kill her? I'm not
I don't
rooting
want
for
to
you.
die.
No,
Yeah.
you make sure you don't find out.
Question though. Was there any time during this period when you were refining, you're giving yourself this advice that you thought our professional drug dealer was charming, like he wasn't all that of the bad human being. It was just his
He wasn't
occupation.
charming. No, he
Okay.
wasn't charming, but he was tall and he was good looking and he was well spoken. So I was like,
What does
I mean,
charming mean then?
No, charming is slightly different. Though.
I know, but like if you
Like she's saying he didn't try. Charming, you have to try.
I mean,
You have
clearly
to-
he
tried.
wasn't.
No.
I mean, buying me a car is not trying. That's not what I needed
I
at
don't
the
think that's
time.
charming, but that is trying.
That's beyond
That
trying.
is
Have you
trying.
ever bought a car for anybody?
No. That is trying.
That is a marriage proposal right
It
there.
may not be charming.
That is a marriage
it may not be
proposal right there.
charming, but that is trying.
No, I think what I found.
Question though, before we move on
Yeah.
off, would you marry somebody that you're not in love with, but everything
No.
else is okay? Bella, would you
No.
That I'm not in love with.
in love,
Okay.
but you love them, but you're not in love with them, and everything else is
I'm
great.
guessing you.
Ayo,
mean-
you've come back with all this complicated.
There's going to be sexual attraction. There's everything, just not
So what
in
do you,
love with them.
what's your definition of in love?
In love, my definition of in love is you will probably catch a bullet for this person. You will die for this person.
But okay, so
There's
this is what
nobody I'll catch a bullet for because my reflex action is to run.
the best I can do. The best I can do is push the two of us away. That's the best.
Exactly.
Nobody's asking you to really do it. But the
Also-
concept is like if you can, like if
No,
you get to that
okay,
stage.
okay. So to answer that question,
Yes.
I think what I would say is this: there is attraction
Yes.
and there's love. For me, love is not a feeling. Love is a decision.
Yes.
So I don't. If
Yes.
by my definition, your question is kind of null and void.
Screw you.
Because you'd be married to the person you're attracted to and you'd make a decision to love them. And I
Listen.
think for me, with this guy, this particular guy, I did not find him attractive. Like, yeah, he was tall, he was well spoken. But
Wait. So
like,
he had everything
I'm
physically, but he did not.
Yeah, attraction for me builds up also like as a mental thing. Like he was this guy who was like, why do you need to do a
That is
master's degree?
Sapiosexual.
Bruh,
Sapiosexual,
complicated
Professor.
as fuck.
Sapiosexual, Professor.
By the way, I would marry somebody that I'm not in love with. But I'm not gonna lie to you. You probably have to be rich, biggest daughter. What's up? What's up? Um, I'm open like that way.
Gold digger.
I'm not the-
I ain't saying he a gold digger. But he ain't messing with no broke
It
babies.
was for Kim K. So anyways,
You think it will work for you? Where's your butt?
I haven't tried.
Have you done? Are you willing to go above and beyond? Make sure your chest is like this because you're going.
Because we can send you to a gender clinic, let them
I
help
know
you.
that there's guaranteed gold, pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I would. I would. You think people that have done it for less? All of the people that marry celebrities and divorce them, don't they think that stuff was gonna last? They think, I mean, when she's out here kissing somebody on the screen and making fake love, you think that did not affect the poor man that was doing carpentry before he got into this? I was referring to that, but we all know now. Anyways, Bella, your turn.
Get married to the person who you don't share core principles with.
Hey, Bella is so deep. Bella is so deep.
Ooh, really? Yours is very drug dealer, but you think Bella's one is deep?
It's wrong answers only. Excuse me. Wrong answers
He
only.
said Maria. He said Maria. Marry the person.
Yeah,
you know
but
at
it's
the
like,
life.
but it's so deep. It's like, it's like he's thought about it. It's like, yeah, like he's just like.
Bella is a deep person.
To be
It's
honest,
very dense, as you can
to be
tell.
honest,
Wait twice.
I just did it now, like to be honest. But yeah, okay.
Just came up with it.
Just came up with it.
Yeah.
Like I just remember
But
the
I
situation.
have a question.
There's a person
I have a
that like we
question.
kind of almost. What's your question?
So, like, when you mean core principles, like, do you mean like core values or like what? Like, expand on that a little
Okay.
bit. Like, for example, would you? Yeah, go on.
Sorry, so ask
Go
the
on.
question.
For example,
No,
we
I
want
think
your
that's
example.
it.
We want your
No,
example.
no. I don't think my example is well placed for
It's
this.
fine. Tell us.
Okay,
We will
so
tell you if it doesn't
in
work.
this particular,
I want to hear an example. I really want to.
she said,
Like, I
I
wanted to.
appreciate not hearing it. Okay, I really want to hear, even if it's bad. I really want our audience wants
No,
to hear
like,
your example.
no, I was wondering, like, for example, would you marry somebody who had a different attitude about something
Waiters,
like
you know,
money? Bella loves waiters a lot.
He does.
You know he would. We know he would not marry somebody who doesn't treat waiters properly.
Tell us you are lying. Look at the way he's looking at me like I'm lying. Tell us you are lying. Tell you what, man, she's great. Everything else is perfect. She serves God on her knees religiously. But the one time she disrespected the waiter. End of the relationship right there. Core values.
if it's a one-time thing, of course I would.
Bella will be like, don't even come with me. Stay, I will send you your stuff via Uber.
Okay, so in this particular scenario, this particular
Yeah.
one, I'm a person who, like, just because something works doesn't mean I don't try and find another way to do it. I'm just
Okay.
like trying to find either a faster, better, more efficient way, or just trying out things, even if I'm finding out this way doesn't work. But for her, once she finds a way that works, she's not willing to change. Once it works, or somebody said it works, that is it. There's no. So me with my attitude, it caused conflict, but she never voiced it out. She never said anything until
Oh,
one day she just bust out and be like, when you do this thing, you actually make me annoyed and sad, right?
ah,
And
okay.
like
I would
because
say, I would
but
say that
that
it's.
was kind of it.
I would say it's the repression of her feelings that most likely caused the conflict, and not the fact that you guys had a different attitude to things. And maybe there was a lack of
She was okay
open-mindedness.
with it. Like at the end, so we talked about it, and she was like, she's sorry about like keeping it in, and she would say it when it happened,
But it was
and
too
we're
late.
cool. But then it was me that actually did the whole breakup,
Yeah, it was too late.
and I weighed it, and I was like, this is her person,
It was
and
too
this
late.
is my person. I am not changing, and I don't think she's going to change.
And-
And what that will happen is she will pretend that or
She's
act
okay
like
with it.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
just keep it
she's
in.
gonna she's just going to keep keeping it again. So I
Yeah.
think we should break up.
And
That-
this
that
is
was-
how we know that Bella will dump you after the one waiter mistake. Because the one time it happens, he will never be able to get over
Bella
it.
is like, this is her person.
Uh,
It's not that deep.
Oh,
it
that's a
is.
good
It
one.
is
Okay.
it's very deep.
I
For me,
what's yours? Yeah.
for me, this one is correlated. I should have cheated.
No, I don't know if that is wrong or bad, good or bad advice for the
I
You
should
know
have cheated.
what? You know what? Like, yep, I would also say yes to that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no. For me, like in school, I
Hmm.
always had. I don't. Maybe it's how I was raised, and all. But I always had that feeling that if I try to cheat,
Yeah.
they will catch. Like that. It's they will not catch other people,
Yeah.
but
The
me
fear.
will catch me. It is
Yeah.
me they will catch.
No, definitely.
So
Um,
And
no,
Ayo,
no,
did you
not
like
at
was
that.
this in school? Was this in school in South Africa or in Nigeria?
Ooh, that's interesting. Eh?
yeah, because I think the penalties are just different. Yeah, it's not. It's like light and day.
I was actually thinking. I don't think university I had any major one. I don't think I had any
Mm.
major one in university. I think probably high school. Yeah, I'll probably go for high
Okay.
school.
Uh,
Yeah,
Nigerian schools are wild.
no,
think
no.
high school.
The
See,
way you
Not
can
not
cheat.
not Nigeria. Essay, not Nigeria.
Oh,
Essay.
really?
okay.
Essay.
Yeah.
Ah,
I think grade 11 or grade 10. That was when I first moved this side. I had,
oh, okay.
this is purely my fault. I wasn't studying.
What were you doing with your life?
I was invited into the nightlife on the SABC one
Oh.
TV channels. TV channels.
Oh,
I remember-
you were
I
used
remember-
to you were used to having one station that works from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m.
LTV.
I was as invested as my mom. If that makes any sense, I was as invested as my mom. I remember to the point where my result was so bad, right? My dad told me not to watch TV anymore, and I would open the door to my window. I mean, the door to my room, and I was washing for my room. Yeah, hey man.
Thank God there was no Telemundo then. Did you guys watch Passions back then after school?
No.
Yes.
Mine was
Oh.
mine was my,
Passion.
mine was. I remember
Habitat.
when I first got here. When I
Habitat.
first got to SC, right? I didn't. I got here like I think around March, April kind of a thing, right?
Okay.
So I didn't go to school for the rest of that year.
Oh.
I
Oh.
watched all the days of my
So
all my
that's how you
children.
that's how you got
All my children, every one of them. The only one I didn't like was
Oh,
was
my
one of
children, every one of them.
the young and the restless. I didn't initially like it. It didn't have enough drama. But Dallas was good. No, I was so.
you
I
were
was so.
hooked.
I was so.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
it
then-
wasn't your fault.
Good. African ones were good. Backstage scandal.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Generations
Dingo. Generations, yeah.
was good. Yeah.
Okay.
Bella doesn't know any of this.
I don't.
Of course.
Did you watch a goalie as well? City of Gold.
Yeah, not really. Not really. Goli was. It was on SABC too. I think.
Since I know it.
It was. It wasn't. It was
Eagle
very white. It was a
Blaze
bit
of
white.
gold.
It was a bit
Yeah,
white.
no, that's
It was a bit white for us. We like them black stuff, you know. Like them.
Dallas is not
Dallas is
exactly
different.
young and restless.
American. It's not African.
Passions. Oh wow, Passions. That song. I will.
Yeah, that song was actually,
the
yeah.
places. Yeah,
I don't want to
I
chase
watch that a lot.
potential subscribers.
No worry. No worry. We don't want to. It's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. It's okay.
But it was a
Okay,
great
so
song.
one advice I'll give myself, my younger self: quit school and sell Avon.
Sell
I
what?
used to sell Avon. Wrong answers only.
I wonder how.
I know,
I wonder how that Dami would have turned out. Maybe the carpenter would have had a chance.
Oh please, I used to sell Avon. That was a reflex response, okay?
It's too late. It's like not
She-
even,
she
not even in
passed.
his one dress deal.
So if
Carpenter of Nazareth, never.
never. Hey, the Lord's profession.
So I used to
fine.
sell Avon when I was in undergrad. I sold Justine as well, which is like Avon. So I used to sell makeup. I used to sell like tissue oils. I started selling honey, which is like bags and wristwatches. Then there was a time someone almost gave me pots to sell. I was a hustler. I was a hustler in my undergrad. Yeah.
No, actually, I'm really surprised by this. He became
I
bougie.
knew you would be.
She became bougie after. She was just moderately bougie then, but she didn't have money.
She was a hustler then.
She had the bougie personality, but she was too
But she
broke
was
to
too
come
broke.
out. She couldn't
You know,
afford
they
that.
say
I'm not.
money brings out your real
Exactly. Like
personality.
that, back then, she would have dated the carpenter if he has given her no, couch to sell. Couch to sell. But now that she's dreaming about Porsche, you think I will drive your carpet, your back is nonsense. It is what it
No,
is.
but you sell Avon, and I made money from it.
What if your carpenter built a dream house for you?
What is your obsession with this carpenter? Please, do you have a carpenter you're dating? Chipotle,
This man cannot get anything. It's fine.
which man?
It's fine. This carpenter. It's your
This
turn.
figurative carpenter. I guess on a lighter note, never take life serious.
Ah, that's it. It's like sometimes. What is never?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Never
okay,
take life serious.
okay.
Like,
But what do you
yeah,
think would have happened to you if you didn't take life seriously?
Dead. Bella would have been dead.
yeah, my mom would have killed me.
Bella would have been dead. What the fuck? Never take
Yeah,
life
Bella would
serious.
have killed me.
I don't see. I don't.
That's
No, no, but okay, so this is the thing, right? Like, I kind of had to grow up quick. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
We are all except for we are all mature.
So yeah, in a way, maybe I should have chilled a bit. I wasn't allowed to chill a bit.
Are you chilled now?
I'm actually a lot more chilled.
Yeah, I can actually see it.
I'm a lot more chilled. Than,
Oh, okay.
what's that?
Eh?
What was
I
that?
was twisting my neck. Now.
Okay.
My neck
If you want
was.
to do it with your chest, do it with your.
I did what I did.
and then you chicken the way.
I didn't chicken away. The real people know.
Okay. All right, but yeah.
Chilmo.
Okay.
All right, got it. For me, I've thought about drink. All right. Should have drank more. Actually, not drank more. I should have just drank. I should have drank alcohol. I should have partied. I should have probably had more relations.
No,
Relations
but-
as
but-
when I was young.
But you can still do all those things,
No. It's too late now. I'm setting my waist.
It's not.
I'm setting my waist.
It's not.
I
We
promise.
can
you, I'm setting-
unwind you.
No,
I
but,
promise I'm setting my
but
waist.
can I tell you guys, like, I actually, the whole idea of going to a party growing up, because my mom would not allow that to happen. So I was looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And when I got into uni, I
Yeah.
was like, I need to go to a party.
Yeah.
And then I went. And I just, like, the first 15 minutes, I just realized, this is not for me. This is not for
Let me
it's not
tell
for
you, the
me.
first real party I was invited to. It was by my friend Scott. Right, his cousins were having a party at their house. All right, they're
Okay.
Congolese. Right, I got there early, because
Wow,
I'm
that
a
just
nice
shows you it's not even for it. Yeah, it's
Bruh.
not for you.
I was there hours early. Right, we were there doing stuff. Met a pretty girl. Was
Yeah.
talking
Okay.
to her. Turns out our boyfriend came to the same party, but that's a story for another day. All right.
Are you sure it's for another day?
It's for another day. But my
Maybe we
biggest
want it to
issue with the whole
It's
party.
sounding like someone beat her up.
Try to beat you up.
I didn't get beaten up.
You ran away.
Me. I knew that my friends was there. so they can handle it. All right. And because I will tell you why, like there were multiple fights that broke up. By the way, if there were not, if your party doesn't have fights, was it really a party?
In
That's
South
what-
Africa only, please.
my
That's the South
friend
African
said-
thing.
Okay.
The party that you're having is very work official now.
No,
people
no,
are
no, no, no,
polite,
no,
people can
No,
get
people
fired.
don't go fighting in.
But if I see party with fights,
No,
you
like-
lose. There's what we call party rep.
Yes.
If there's a fight at your party, you
Yes.
lose your rep.
Yes, but here's the trick, right? It never gets dangerous until like cops come. It's just like that thing where it's probably.
So
over
what
a
if they
game.
break a bottle on your head accidentally? It doesn't get dangerous until the cops come.
You just wake up from your coma later. Don't miss the point. The biggest issue that I faced was like
What?
this is too much chaos for me. All right, and I am somebody that I don't like. I would say I don't like surprises. I like getting surprises like as gifts, I don't like
You
surprises.
don't like
in
life
my-
surprising you.
like I don't want to put myself in a situation where like I know I am not in control of whatever can happen in this
happen.
situation.
Okay.
And it's not like I'm not saying that obviously in life, right? You don't have we all don't have control of what can happen. An asteroid can come tomorrow and probably not. NASA will let us know.
That's a
NASA will let us know. But they can, you get the idea,
Would
right?
NASA let us know if it's Africa?
They might not know that it's Africa first. So they might be protecting United States first. Alright. Also, they might let us know because they might want to harvest whatever comes after. But my thing here is that
Fair.
there's so much we cannot control. Why put yourself in a situation where there's even more that you cannot control?
Okay.
You see, it's the same reason why I don't drink.
That's because you haven't been to one of my parties. I throw amazing parties.
You don't. That's not a party. That's a get together with friends, with family and friends. That's not a party. A party is where you are not in control. A party is where when they go to your house and they leave, you will not even want to live in your house anymore. That's a party. Right? Don't be
That
like.
sounds
Don't be
like destruction.
yeah, cheese and crackers. Okay.
On your behalf,
Sit down.
I'm offended.
Cheese and crackers. Sit down.
I don't even know what to say. I throw amazing parties.
Trust me. You can't have
But-
that kind of a
but I
party
know the kind
where
of
they have
party
been
he's
moved
talking about.
furnitures and stuff. All right, that was the day I slept with people that were not my family members. All right, we slept on the same bed. Like there were 4 of us on one bed, and they kicked us out when the ladies want to come and sleep. All right, that was how bad it was. I
Oh
was
my
walking out. I was walking
What
around
kind
looking
of
for
party was this?
at 3 a.m. Right? It was a great party, don't get me wrong. All right, it was a great party. I just knew it wasn't for me afterwards.
No wonder
Alright.
Ayo doesn't party anymore. Like he doesn't even go out. He had his full thing.
PTSD.
But after that, I was like, I don't want to be put in
For,
this
for
situation.
me,
So it's a party where you tell your neighbors that you are going to having a party and it's going to be loud, and they still tell you that it's still too loud.
You know what? I had a flatmate who had a party like that in my house. So
Yeah.
I was living in a 2-bedroom apartment in Pretoria, and she needed a place. I don't know. I can't remember who introduced me to her, but she moved in. And she told me she was having a few friends over and they were just going to have like some chicken and watch TV. And I was like, yeah, that's fine, because I was going out with my friends.
That's our party.
I went out with my friends. Like we were out for like 8 hours, whatever. I got home at like maybe 10 p.m. When I got home,
Expecting
thankfully I locked my
everything,
bedroom. Yeah, expecting that everything would be done, everybody had packed up. When I got home, first of all, it had rained outside. People did not take off their shoes, so all their dirty, the mud and everything was all over the tiles. That was number one. Number two, people were having
Before you
sex.
continue, before you continue. She's like, people did not take off their shoes. Who will go to a party, then it's raining and take off their shoes? That means like I expect these people to be polite.
The second thing, people were having sex on the staircase. Like literally walking up the staircase, people were having sex. They were like chicken wings that people are. Do you know how like they eat chicken and then they still bits on it? It's just like thrown around the floor.
That's a
like
party.
it was.
But that's
That's a party. That's a party.
I was so shook. I was like, I was walking in, and then like there were guys who were even pulling me, and I saw my flatmate, and I was like, I can't remember her name now, but she had the closer name, and I was like calling her, like I was just like,
Doesn't
yeah,
even remember
you know,
the
like,
name of the person she lived with, but she remembered the party.
Of course.
That's a party.
That's a party.
That's a party.
And she was just wasted. She was wasted. There was some guy playing with her breast. I was shook. I was just like, thank God I locked my room first of all, because I'm pretty sure somebody would have been having sex on my bed.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That like having sex is probably
And
the
here's
best,
the trick,
the
right?
best thing, because
And here's the
somebody may
trick.
have vomited or like,
And yes,
so-
probably more than one people would have.
Yeah,
more
like
one
there would have
person
been,
would
yeah.
have been rotated. Could have even been a foursome. She's imagining it.
Ah, my
She can't
shit.
handle it. She's right.
Like if that happened, Gabriel is just going to take the shit. She's not washing it.
She's
Just
she's moving out and finding a carpenter to build a new bed.
But yeah,
But yeah.
that's a party.
Yeah, that's a party.
Like that's a
Okay.
party. And that's not for me.
Yeah, I think the most we also we also moderate get-togethers in
We
this,
are,
in this place.
if
Yeah.
that's the definition of a party,
That's that. Yeah,
then we don't
Yeah.
do parties.
We don't
We
do
do
parties.
get together.
We don't do parties.
We,
We do get
Yeah,
together.
I throw amazing get
That's
together.
fine.
Oh, and by the way,
We-
guys, yesterday
we
I
also
got
get-togethers.
amazing. I got this amazing goat cheese. I got this goat cheese yesterday that is so good. Oh my god. When
This
we
is
just
why
get
we say
together, I
no.
just can't help it.
This is why you do get together.
This is why the carpenter never has his hands. Goat cheese.
What is your problem? Wait, Ayo, who is the carpenter?
Eh?
Who's the
wants to
carpenter, please?
Nah,
I
she
want to
She
be
doesn't
a
want
wants
to.
to make
carpenter.
she wants to make it
Like
happen.
I can't let my guy get broken for no reason. No reason. She's like, so what do you? So you're a carpenter again, eh? Eh? So what do you build? Eh?
Okay,
I want
Have you ever been in a
I
I
want
museum?
my
have
children.
one. I have one
Yeah,
advice to
yeah.
my younger self: throw the bottle of Coke in your supervisor's face.
Ah,
Ah,
Yeah,
assault,
I had,
deadly weapon.
during my honors year, I had a
okay.
supervisor where the first day I was in the lab, he said to me, "Do you want to be successful or do you want to be married with kids?"
Ooh.
And I was
Ah,
like, "Oh, thank you."
So which one did you
so
And
pick?
then when you're that young, I was like, "Oh, I want to be successful," and he was like, "Yeah," because like it was basically saying the other stuff is a waste of your time. But it wasn't
To be
just
fair,
that.
she's
This
successful. And she
guy,
doesn't have husband and kid. I'm not saying. I mean, I'm just saying. This guy probably was on the right track. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Maybe reevaluate first before you throw
Demi,
the code.
Demi, you have license. Attack.
Attack what?
to be
Like,
honest, the way I will pull you by your tailbone. Anywho, I'll
it wasn't
come to you,
good.
Ayo.
It wasn't good.
I'll come to you
Yeah,
because
what?
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. No, we will
anyway.
be.
So he was that guy, and he was just very like he taught me how to build a reactor and all that jazz. But he was I don't like there was something about him like he was I want to say racist because I
Oh,
remember I went on holiday and he was that person who would walk you to the bone, right? Like he would send me an
okay.
email at like 2 a.m. and expect a response.
No
He would expect me
boundaries.
to like stay in the lab for 24 hours straight. So I wasn't sleeping. My hair was
Never do
actually
that.
falling out. And this
Ah,
guy used to have a bottle of
during
Coke.
honors. Wow.
Yes, during my honors year. And this guy had a bottle of Coke with him all the time. Like he was always drinking Coke. And I remember there was a time I thought to myself, I wish I'd just take this Coke and I just throw it at this guy's head. And he was bald. So I knew that that Coke would have had an impact. Like it would have hit his head and made an imprint. I used to dream
You
about
even
it.
had the
Saying that
vision.
I told you, I told my pastor about it, and she was like, "We need to pray for you." Not even him. Like you need prayer. I was frustrated. That's what I should have done. I know it's wrong advice,
What is
but I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, it sounds like it was good advice. It means I would
Yeah.
never have become a scientist, which I ended up becoming. I would never have done a PhD. Nobody would have hired me for anything. But I
I'm
would have
just
lived
saying.
with
I'm just saying.
satisfaction. I would have had the
You did.
satisfaction of having thrown a Coke bottle at somebody's head and having it make an
Mm.
imprint on their head.
I would have gotten to get pregnant.
Ah, never mind.
Exactly, you'd be a dad by now.
From 0 to 100.
You would be a dad by now. I support that. You'd be a dad by now. You know how they say that the older you get, the harder it is for you to be like an active parent because you're old and your kids are so little. You would have skipped
Maybe don't
that.
have a lot.
Just have one or
Just
two.
have 1 or 2 and
You can still play with them. It is when you're
You
having
know
four
what?
times. So there's problem.
There was this TikTok of a woman I saw. She had a child at 47, and she's so beautiful. She has a little baby at 47. She's so beautiful. And
I
there's
don't
research that
have
I
to
read
be
about.
Uh-uh.
What?
not because of
What did you
anything,
say?
just because Tammy could
Say
see
it.
a
Say
motherhood as
what.
beautiful instead of the
Oh,
woman itself as
he is
beautiful.
saying he's questioning your beautiful because maybe it's the motherhood that you see as beautiful, not
And
the
not the
woman
woman itself
herself.
herself. Is she
Yeah,
J-Lo
like
beautiful?
both. It was both. Like
Is she
I
J-Lo
don't care
beautiful as
about JLo. I'm not a guy. I don't care what JLo looks like.
How
So
can you say
that's not
somebody is
to
beautiful and you don't
me.
think J-Lo is beautiful?
Why is JLo the standard?
It's just a comparison.
No, but is it a fair comparison? Because I'm talking about a black woman.
Oh.
She's got to
What
be.
about that other, the one that our NBA coach cheated on her? Leon Long? What's her name?
Nia Long, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
Who's
know
Nia
Nia
Long?
Long?
I know
Uh,
that name, but I don't.
is if it's not
Have
if
you
it's
watched Nappy? Nappy? Is it Nappy Headed
not
from
yet.
Netflix?
Yes,
That
yes.
woman.
Her. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
beautiful. She's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Is the 47-year-old?
I don't compare women's beauties. This woman was beautiful. So was her motherhood. It was
Just
beautiful.
take it like that.
I've taken it.
Just
I've
take it
taken it.
like
I've
that.
taken it.
She's beautiful.
She is. I can
She
see.
didn't say her
Yeah,
motherhood
and
is Said the woman is
She's
All right.
beautiful. And I read research somewhere that if you have your child at an older age, you're likely to live longer.
Yeah, for the child.
Yeah, like
you want to pay school fees. No, but no, this is what I will say. Right? I'm not speaking for many studies or not, but I've seen to see like people who have purpose tend to live longer.
Yeah.
Like once people retire, they don't have something to do.
Yeah.
So now that you have a child
It's
at
because
47,
it's because they don't
there's
have
a lot of
purpose.
purpose.
It's because they don't have purpose. I don't feel like she would
I
be the
agree.
type that would have purpose.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
if, by the way, if you do want to live longer for whatever reason, maybe you should delay having kids. For you, like if you maybe
delay until when?
who knows? You said she was 47. Eh? Maybe you want to push it down. Wait, has anybody has babies recently at 50?
I heard there
Oh,
was
I know. My parents' neighbors in Nigeria, the wife she had twins at like 55 or something.
Yo,
Who is still eating that?
And what makes you think? Oh, wait,
If you were
wait,
the husband,
wait,
what the same way they say,
wait.
would you be happy?
wait, let's take it.
Wait,
one step.
Ayo, actually, this is so weird. So you're saying once your wife turns 50, you're not going to touch her
You are not
anymore?
gonna.
No, as in like no. As in like who is eating it to the point of twins? That's what I'm
Wait,
saying.
are you saying the size
I mean-
for babies is different from the? It's the
No,
same.
what I'm trying to say is that to the point where she's having a baby.
It
like,
happen.
that means
See,
it doesn't
look,
feel like a one
this is the
something.
thing. The eggs are a bit. So they.
Well, question,
yeah,
though,
you know.
question though. If you have somebody at 57,
No, but I hear you. I get what you mean.
like
When they are doing this,
Are you guys?
they're not expecting babies to come. Like I know someone like
I'm sure
that.
they were not even
So
when they come. When they don't even have to try.
we were classmates, right? His closest sibling was 30 years older than him. Like that, 30 years. They did not think they would get a child.
And
And it was
happens.
and all of these people, why did they even keep it? I'm not trying to be.
Why would you have an abortion at 50?
Like of all the things,
55 also. Like, why would you want to be raising a kid at 55?
if it come, it come now.
Alright. We shall see.
At that, is it at that age you now be like, I don't know.
It's not about I don't know. It's about do I care
And-
enough to do all over again?
Okay, and I want to hear your thoughts on this then. This is why men should have vasectomies once they feel they've had all the kids they want.
Calm down.
Oh. So what? So she should go through an abortion. You don't do a vasectomy.
This is what I
Nation gave you
wait,
menopause for a
This is what I
reason.
will
Alright,
say.
there's no need for us to
If-
also go through
if-
that.
But menopause doesn't come. For some people, it doesn't come early. Menopause can be-
Clearly, alright. But at 55, you should have arrived.
yeah.
by now.
So,
Alright? Clearly, you should have arrived and gone at 55. Alright, whatever was going on there, it's too much.
get a vasectomy.
Not
Okay.
interested. Alright, you don't
Why?
know what will happen to those kids. What if I disown them and I might need to create new ones? Alright, don't be like that.
Moving on.
No, but okay, you know what? It's fine. But
Alright.
okay, on a slight tangent to this, like I feel like because birth controls actually have like for almost all girls, they have like
Side effects. Yeah.
terrible side effects.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm on like there are other things you can do to
Would you get a picture?
me, no.
There's
I'm not
now
gonna
birth control for men, I think. There's birth control for men that's coming onto the market.
It's not
Oh.
it's not yet
Anything that could hamper the
it's not yet
anything,
but this is-
anything that could like 5 years down the line, Mr. Adipola, so unfortunately,
bills.
due to whatever reason, you can't have kids. Are you?
no for me like
But women
there's-
face that. So
no. So
And
there's
guess what,
condoms
ne?
now.
And guess what? God gave
There's
you guys
condoms.
strength. He also gave you the ability to feel the baby cake.
Wow.
He didn't give the guys anything. Alright? When people are congratulating people, do they come to touch your dick? No, they go and touch the people's stomach. They say good job.
what work did your dick
It's
do?
a silly point, but it's kind of a point.
Do I get a baby shower? I get the baby, but do I get a baby shower? Do I get
Are you carrying the baby?
Exactly.
That's-
So don't
that's
complain
the
then.
point.
Don't complain.
That's
That's,
the point,
my
exactly.
point.
That's
Don't
the point,
complain
exactly.
then. There are perks and benefits for everything.
Yeah.
I don't get any. I get child support. Okay, that's what I get.
That's his point.
All right, this is my
Moving
point.
on.
I'm about to say mine. All right,
Okay.
you should have pursued your high school teachers.
Huh?
To where?
Yeah.
Like what
There
you say pursuit? Like you mean
Yes,
sexually,
to date.
romantically?
Yes, yes. There was this one that we had. There was this particular teacher. There was this LO teacher that we had. She was so fine. She was so fine. Should have gone for it.
And then she will go to jail.
Hey man.
No, wait. Actually, that's not the question I have. Like, why do you even think she would look at you twice?
Don't worry about that. Let me worry
What do you mean
about
by
that.
don't worry about that? That is creepy.
What?
Would you drug her? Or what?
No.
Exactly.
Right? But that's the
Like
truth.
you because you
Not-
sound like
not
by hook or
everybody
by
is damn
crook. No matter what, I'm going to get her.
Firstly,
Even if she doesn't find me attractive.
firstly, not everybody is damning. And secondly, people have done it. All right, whatever they found there, they will find it here also. All right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is sounding like a weird level of overconfidence.
Victim that wants to anyway.
Will it be big? Question. If you were 16, I had you were 16, I had a relationship with a 20-something-year-old. Would you be victim? Would you be a victim there? Don't lie. Don't be like that's what society tells us to think. At 16, now, I'm not saying that you're as mature as possible.
Yeah,
but
that's the point.
You
That-
fully know exactly what you were doing.
No, the point is this. I don't have a full grasp of what's happening.
What do you mean you don't have a full grasp of what's happening?
I
So,
don't have a
so you
full
don't know if
grasp.
you can impregnate
I don't
somebody
have a
with
full
your.
grasp of what's happening at 16.
At 16,
Like
you're
what?
still too young to make decisions, aren't you?
That's
No,
yes.
no.
You might not
If
have
you-
a full
Yes, you
grasp
are.
of what.
Listen, if you willingly at 16, right, pursue a relationship with your teacher, all right, now there is a power dynamics and there is a level of maturity and everything
So
different.
exactly.
But it's the same thing in like life. And I will explain this, right?
Huh?
Yes, I will explain this. If you are 30-something years old, right, is dating is a 50-something to 60-something-year-old woman,
It's
right?
not the same.
It's not the same. I agree, but there is still a definitive level of like experience that you cannot overcome with.
The issue
that
is not
period
the
of time.
amount. It's not.
Yes,
Oh, you have.
I
the,
know.
a great
I understand
amount of
that
experience.
you
It is
haven't-
that you don't even have
have-
at all.
Some people
It's
have been
60.
having relationships younger. So
What?
I know people that have been dating since they were 10.
A 10-year-old dating a 10-year-old is the same level.
Not
now.
necessarily 10-year-olds.
What? A 10-year-old dating who?
Not
A 10-year-old dating. Oh yeah, 10-year-old dating who?
I once knew a girl. Yes. Who
What?
already
See,
had a baby.
Look, let me just stop
Who
you.
already
Let
had
me
a
just
baby.
stop you.
It doesn't mean.
Let
It doesn't mean.
me
It
stop-
doesn't mean. Let me be clear.
Let me stop you here before you will say something that would make the police come and ask you
Not me.
question.
Not me.
It's okay.
Not
Move.
me. It's too late. It's
Let
too
me
late.
move on.
It's
That-
too late.
see, I will save you from yourself.
It's too late. I will say it for
I
myself.
will
I
save
don't
you.
even know remember the girl's name.
Yeah,
I can't remember. I had a kid already.
Hey,
At 13.
See,
I said what I said. Okay.
Hey.
I was shocked too, and I took a step back. Don't I take a step back?
Hey, moving on.
She's probably still dating the nigga. So what did I say?
Oh my god.
Wait, I think there's a statute of liberty on this type of thing for the guy.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying. But they were both young then, I think. Or maybe or not. I think it was rather than now by a couple of years. Actually, I know another one that was that the family knew about.
You cannot help yourself.
That the family knew about, and it was in church also. It was in church, and she was even less than she was like I think. She
Hey,
was
don't say don't.
when they started. When they started, and another one, yeah.
Clearly, I'm not the man who knows everybody at this point. You
No,
it's
this
your-
is just this
it's
topic.
your-
It's
oh
just
no,
this topic.
oh me, I know people.
It's
You
just this
know,
topic.
you know disturbed people.
I know criminal.
You know many disturbed people.
To be fair, I only know the girls, not the guys. So I don't know.
So you know disturbed victims,
Yes.
and you wanted to date them.
No. After I find out, I listen. I can't. From a logical part, if you're able to make that kind of a decision,
It's okay. That's a rhetorical question. Just leave
I
it.
can't. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Only water.
Amen.
Mm.
People, this is for you. Don't date when you are young. Eh? Be like Viola.
Who said I didn't date when I was?
I knew it. I just wanted you to say it.
But I dated people my age range.
Viola, you've been dating since you were a kid. Eh? That's regular.
No, actually, okay.
Sloth.
No. Actually,
Hmm?
to be honest,
Eh?
until I was maybe 18, 19, I was,
didn't-
no, not even. I was scared of girls. Like, I was scared.
I don't think that stopped you from having sex.
Did.
Oh,
How can
really?
you have sex with something a person you are scared of?
People do it all the
I
time.
was scared of
Okay, that
girls.
sounds wrong. But people do
People
this.
have sex with people they are scared with.
You
So
don't
I
in
just
the power
before we
and
go,
this.
I just please let me just butt in and let people listening know that we are not pedophiles on this channel. We don't
I
know
was shocked.
pedophiles.
This one, I
We
found
don't.
this also
And
that
no,
was
Ayo,
good.
please, Ayo, shut up. I beg you, say nothing more. We don't know any pedophiles. We don't associate with pedophiles. We are starting this channel
Yes.
as a joint
Criminal
thing.
offense. Oh,
We've
Yes,
been
yes.
recording with each other for a while. We decided to come together. This is not what we envisaged will happen.
Look, did you hear a disclaimer?
But Ayo knows some pedophiles, but Ayo
No,
is
no,
not a
no, 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 no.
representation
I don't
of
know any
bad advice.
pedophile. I don't know
Ayo
any
is on
pedophile.
his own.
I don't know any
Ayo
pedophiles.
has his
That's
own
on his
content he
own.
creates.
No. People, come
Hey,
back, come back, come back,
hey,
come back.
I don't
I feel
know.
like I need to say this. I do not know any of the guys. All right. I have just spoken with some people that I've in previous encounters that nothing
Who had kids
happened.
at 10.
Just not 10.
Ah,
Not
you
10. Not 10. But
okay?
I've said enough. Not 10. Not 10.
You've said
Oh,
enough.
thank you
Not
for
10.
recognizing you've said
Just know
enough.
the women. I just happen to meet them. You think I'm friends with people, guys like that? No, no, I'm not friends with guys like that.
Okay.
I don't even have any wrong advice I would give to my
No,
younger
No,
self.
actually.
no, I'm
No,
thinking how many friends I have. I
no,
was thinking of how
hey,
many friends I have. I was
no,
thinking of how
no,
many friends I have.
Demi, please tell us.
Do you know what? I'm struggling to even think of anything because I'm just stuck on the fact that Ayo knows these people. And I'm just
Not these
like,
people. Don't make it sound like that. I
why
know
would this
people.
come out? Like, I don't know if this is a good thing for this channel or if we should just wrap it up now and be like, we tried. Let's move on.
No, 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 no. Let's no, no. Everybody should give one more so that we can, clear out the, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. I don't.
Cobwebs.
Again, I don't know any guys. All right, I've never seen them, never met them, never talked to them, never spoken to them. I don't know their names, their family members, anything. All right, all right. People just talk.
Okay.
People tend to talk to me.
All
All
right.
right, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm very nice.
Priest.
I'm a very.
Mm, because this talk to you is they are just telling you the bad things. But okay.
And you know the saddest part, right? Saddest part, like for me, when I'm trying to date somebody, right? Remember when I said I am not the kind of a person that just sleep around. I can't sleep around. I have to
So
get
you
to know
do
you. Right?
trauma bonding.
Exactly. Not even trauma. It's not even trauma. Like I just like getting to know people, right? And then people tend to now talk about their life, not their trauma. It's not today traumas, right? But their life in general.
All right. But you highlight the traumas.
Huh?
Okay.
Bella, do you have anything you want to say? Because I don't think I can come up with anything. I'm sorry, my brain is just, I am so confused. I'm traumatized. I can't think.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right.
Want to hey, wait. Even
Should
the
I
one
give you a
has-
good one? Should I give you? You should have
Yes.
gone
Yes,
to
you
Zimbabwe.
go. Yes.
I should have gone to Zimbabwe.
Mm,
Okay.
that's a good one. Eh?
No,
It
no,
wasn't
no.
bad. It wasn't bad, right? It wasn't bad. You should have sneaked it. Even when they rejected you.
Okay, so background, at some point I was dating someone and we had an accident. She was
Wait, Bella, speak up. I didn't hear that. Bella, can you speak up a bit more?
at some point I was dating someone and so she had to move to Zimbabwe,
Okay, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then she had an accident.
Move back home. Yeah.
She
Not just Zimbabwe. Not just random.
Okay,
Like I'll pick her up
she
and
didn't
bring
just
her.
decide, oh, I want to go to Zimbabwe
Yeah.
to say no. Zimbabwe was open for her.
Yeah.
And then she had an accident, serious accident, and I tried to go, but I couldn't because Nigerians need visas for Zimbabwe, and even though I put everything that was needed, it wasn't.
They will reject you.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and,
I would
and,
reject him too, but that's besides the point.
No, like
but
Zimbabwe
that-
does that.
yeah, and that kind of led to the end of a good relationship. Like it's
You
Oh.
can't. You're dating now. You don't have to.
Yeah, I remember.
so.
Okay, calm down. She has a girlfriend, right?
So
You
I don't
want
know
it to
why
be-
you're saying mine, but okay.
You
I
brought
asked
it
you
up.
that. And it was a terrible advice because who knows how you'd have turned out. You wouldn't be here, we wouldn't be doing this
Yeah,
podcast.
they probably would have caught me.
Yeah, you probably
They would
could
have caught me at the
You could have
border.
probably been a dad by
I
now.
would have been that would have been good, I guess. If they had caught me at the border, I'm speaking English. I can't speak Zulu.
Yeah.
I can't speak Shona. I can't
You
speak.
can't speak vendor
I can't speak
because
Venda.
isn't that yeah?
Hey God, they will not even
You should
find.
just try to speak Venda.
No. Why would I try to
Oh,
speak vendor? I can't speak vendor.
oh,
So
okay.
it wouldn't have ended good for me.
Nah, you'd have been fine. Don't worry. You
So,
just give
Okay,
them that.
so
Ayo,
now
please, as you tell us your
so
next one,
For
leave
me,
the children out
this
of
is
it.
for okay.
let me
They're
try.
not
Let me try and
they're
remember.
not
Let me
kids.
try and
People have to
remember
stop
my.
that. For me, eh? Ooh, this is interesting. For me, I would have
Oh yeah, I
said.
remember. Uh-huh.
For me, I would have said. Ooh, this is not. This is interesting. Overall advice I would give myself. Oh yeah. Should have gone with the girl that invited me over to her place on Inch. Should have gone to her place,
Where didn't you
even though
go?
Okay,
even
so
though
why is this bad advice?
it's bad advice. I should have just gone to smash some random person that I do not know.
Haven't you done that before?
You said no,
Haven't you?
no,
Really?
no. I don't do one night stance or whatever
No,
like
no,
that.
no, 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 no. Wait. This is the question.
Yes.
Have you had sex with somebody not for like you've spoken with them for a while,
Yeah.
but you guys have meet on the first time and then you have sex?
Yeah.
So
This one is different. It was the same day that we
wait,
met.
wait, 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 wait. You matched on the same day,
And she was
and she
inviting
was
me
like,
over.
they would have used you for each one.
Bruh. She was like, you know what turned me off the most? It's like I'm smoking weed because I was feeling and then come. I'm like, "Bruh, I'm not that type of Nigerian.
So wait, you guys like matched, and
Yeah.
then
No, we were just talking. I'm very like we were just talking and I said,
what you wanted to just praise yourself just now,
like what?
like
Like
oh,
I've got
I'm a
game.
very
I've
what
got game. I've got game.
you got game and then you ran away.
What game? What game? Exactly. You got game. They put the game in front of you. You
I
ran.
You
didn't
started
say
you started a game that you
I
cannot
didn't say that
finish.
I can
What
win.
kind of
I didn't
game
say
is
I
that?
know how to win. I said I've got game. You know those footballers that the streets will never forget, but they don't do, but they never win anything. That's me. All
Guys,
right.
on that note, I have a story to share about when I was in
Okay.
Stellenbosch. So, one of
Ooh, did you
my
sorry? Did you hear did you hear the thing that came out about Stellenbosch?
Which there's so
yeah
many.
about
Which,
Vilganov
Yeah,
residents,
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
male, yeah,
yeah. Apparently, there was
yeah,
this boys' resident that they've been doing it for like how many years now? Almost 100 years.
what?
They've been abusing the newcomers and stuff.
Oh
Like
my
it's a
god.
old, almost like a cult, and it's weird, eh? Like it's weird.
yeah.
It's,
I
It's
didn't
weird.
live.
Like it's weird, but when you hear Stellenbosch,
it doesn't sound
it
so
doesn't
bad
sound so
anymore. Eh?
weird
Yeah, yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
Like,
Like she's
like
been.
for me, I was seeing people on TikTok where they were like, "Oh, and Vilganov," and I just scrolled past because I was just like, "Okay, whatever." But I
Yeah,
have a
she's been.
story about following people,
I would know. She's been there.
uh, about following people to their houses. This is a random story. So I had a friend in
Okay.
Stellenbosch. Well, she was sort of like years ahead
This
of me.
happened.
So Stellenbosch is super white, right? Like in terms of like population distribution. And so there were like a
What?
few black South Africans, there were some Nigerians, like we were just like very few, like sprinkles in
Sprinkle.
there, sprinkle.
What? Who would have thought so? His
Anyway,
name's Stellenbosch.
I'm sure it's still like that
anyway,
too.
one of these girls, I'm going to call her, let me think of a name for her. Let's just call her Sarah. Met a
January.
Nigerian guy.
What?
What a name.
She met a
What a
Nigerian guy and she
Yeah.
started, like she and this guy, I don't know, they were talking. But to me, it seemed
Is
as
she
though the guy
Nigerian
was
or is she
like,
South African?
no, she's South African. It seemed
All
as
right.
though to me, the guy seemed like a drug dealer, just
You
based
would
on
know.
his.
No.
She
We
would
on
know.
this one we'll give you
Yeah, yeah.
that.
You would know.
If you felt it was a drug dealer, it
Yeah,
probably was a
it
drug
probably
dealer.
was. Yeah. Given your
So
previous
he
Given
had
your
that vibe, but I
extensive
didn't, but
in the
but I
act.
didn't know for sure. I didn't know for sure. I remember there was a
famous.
night he took us out to dinner, and we were at the dinner table, and he went to
Don't
the
be
bathroom,
arguing
and
with
when he
drug
came
dealers. Let's just.
back, wait, and when he came back, he was walking in a different direction. Like I think he was stoned or something. Like he was just walking elsewhere. We had to start calling his name. Like, yeah, we are here. So it was that level. Anyway, she told me, she was like, "Oh, are you busy this evening? This afternoon. It wasn't even in the evening. This afternoon, I'm going to his place and just gonna hang out, and then he'll bring us back." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm
Okay.
actually bored. Let's go. Like, let's just go chill, watch TV. That whole
Drug
shebang."
dealer.
So we went.
She
So we
wasn't
went
sure.
to his
Even till
house. I
now, she
wasn't
wasn't
sure exactly. Even
sure.
to now, I don't know for sure. He just had the vibe.
She just
Anyway,
had
we went
the
to his house and he had a flatmate and he started making egusi with stockfish and everything. He was cooking.
Oh,
He and his flatmate were cooking, and we were
okay.
just chilling, watching TV, all that. And then they were like, everybody wants to eat. Me, I'm scared of food that I didn't see you cooking with my two
Okay.
eyes. Like I'm not there with you, especially with certain people. I'm just like, no. So I was like, no, I'm not hungry.
Regular time. Yeah.
The
They
vibe.
all
Yeah.
ate, just generally, like they all ate. And then my friend went into the bedroom with this guy. And then his friend sat with me and was like, don't you want to sleep?
Ah,
It's a
I
question.
said, no.
It's a question. It's a question.
I said, no, I don't want to sleep. And then he was like, oh, you are enjoying the TV. I said,
Wait, wait,
yes.
wait. Is this friend also Nigerian?
Yes. And I'd never met this friend in my life. This
First
was the
time.
first time I was seeing this friend.
Yeah.
And that guy himself, the one who was dating my friend, I'd only seen
Yeah.
him once before, which was when we went out on that dinner and he was walking in a different direction. I was like, this guy is acting either like he's under the influence or he's selling. Like, this was something off with him.
Okay.
Anyway, and by the way, this is like we were teenagers. So he was like, you're watching the TV. And then my friend just stayed in the room. She didn't come out. And I had to text her, like, okay, when are we going home? Like, I'm a bit tired. I want to go home. I want to go back to my room. And she
yeah,
didn't
that
respond. And it turned out that what had happened, like what I now understand in retrospect, is that I think her boyfriend had said to her, bring one of your friends for my friend, and then you spend the night with me. Because I ended up sleeping in that house on the couch overnight. I never went anywhere with her again. And this friend would come out and this friend used to walk like super slowly. Like he'd just come out of his room like this. Jamie.
Are you
Did
still
you see
watching
the way, did you see
TV?
the way she got so close to the TV like that? That was creepy. That was so
Hey.
that was
That's
nice.
how creepy he was.
That
And it's
was
like,
good.
Jamie, are you
You
sure
have
you
to
are
you
not
have
ready
to
to?
follow me, please.
I kept one eye open the whole night. Like it freaked me
Do you
out.
know?
And I've
I can
never
imagine. I can imagine how what you were thinking. God, if you save me from this, I will never.
exactly never again in my life. Like ever since that, she'd be like, oh, I'm going here for the week. I'm like, I'm okay, yeah. Like I'll let me be bored in Stellenbosch.
But girls be the
Like it was
enemies of
crazy.
girls. Eh? Like she could have just told you, "Hey, this is it," and if you were not game, she would have found somebody who was game.
No, she
It
couldn't
was
have told me.
scary.
You needed her to come.
She could have found someone else.
Nope.
Now.
No, you know she was. You
At
know
least I
that.
think every girl should probably know that other girl who is open for something like this.
I think they
It
are
was so
new.
scary.
I think she's not from that area. She also came to study, right?
Yeah, she also came to study. And I think the other thing that was interesting was like years later, she reached out to me on Twitter and she was like, do you have his number? Like, that's the guy she dated. I said, why would I have his number? I don't have
Hey
it.
man.
But it just reminded me of what Ayo was saying, like the idea of like you meet somebody today and they're expecting you to like, you guys to put out and just, I'm
Yeah.
like, that is so creepy. Like, to me, that's
Yeah.
creepy vibes.
Yeah, it's
110%.
too
a
much.
turn off.
Much.
It's
It's
a
too
turn
much.
off. It's a turn off. Yeah.
I maybe it is
Yeah.
our
It's the way
our
we
factory
yeah,
setting.
factory setting.
Is
We can't. It reminds
Maybe
me.
we
I
are
was
too conservative.
too
question.
conservative.
I want
So
you guys to look at this point, not from our firstly from our point of view, and then for Danny, for my international point of view. The one where she was taking pictures of the royal family. She will get it. You don't remember, but she gets it.
Hater, 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 hater.
Love Island, right? On Love Island, right?
uh,
So they were doing Love Island All Stars for this season, and
Okay.
a couple of exes happened to be on the show. But
okay,
there was one in particular where they broke up 6 months ago.
okay. So it's
Right?
still fresh.
It's still kind of fresh, and they've been in this limbo of like maybe we should get together, maybe we shouldn't get together type of a thing. And they were playing like a truth or dare type of games. And so the guys asked him a simple question. A girl asked him a simple question of like, "Who would you still want to be coupled up with your ex?" Right? He's like, "No, ask me, no, not even with your ex." They asked him, if you're not, excluding your current couple, would you like to be coupled up again with anybody else in the house?
What
And
kind of
that was
question
like a
is that?
leading question back
Because
to his
the
ex.
answer is just
But
no. Now. If you're with
no, no,
somebody,
no.
if you're with
He had an
somebody,
opportunity, but he said, and then they're like, no, don't ask me that. Ask me, a proper question. And one of the dudes were like, how many people have you slept with since you guys broke up?
Did he answer?
He did. He said 16.
What? In
Hey,
6 months?
oh,
Dog.
face. Hey,
That
Allah,
is that
Allah,
is what I call a community bicycle. I'm going to I slut shame men happily,
ah, ah.
but women are okay.
Call it bicycle. They say it's community day, but sure. I've seen it on the response section under Twitter and
Stop! Don't go
Instagram.
down the rabbit hole on Twitter.
Anyways, the reason why I asked is that the
Yes.
comment section is quite interesting. Let me give you context. People in the comment section, is your typical handsome white guy, right? All right, and he's seen as like a as is okay. He's seen as not somebody who would do that initially
So he's seen as a good boy.
as a good
He
boy.
has a good boy.
Because he's attractive.
This type of vibes, right? And also because
No. So
he found some, he found
you know
a,
how they are.
he found a relationship on the show.
There are
and-
attractive boys that are seen
Yeah.
as bad, and
Yeah.
there are attractive boys that are seen as like they
yeah,
have a good.
yeah. I think the reason why is because he found a relationship on the show, and they went on to date for like almost 3 years, right?
Oh, wow.
So people have kind of this opinion or this, people tend to view you almost the initial with the
First impression.
first impression type of a thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the girl that is coupled up with currently, right, has a history with two people on the show, and
It's just a mess.
don't worry. Anyway, so the thing that I found interesting that the people on the show has been kind of slandering those other guys to make sure that whenever they have an opportunity, they will try to put these two people back together. You get the idea, right? So now that review came out, it was still interesting how some people are still defending him like vigorously. They're like, he's single. People do this.
but
He's single.
it's right though.
Yes, he is single, but it is not the impression of like who. If you're
No,
going to be
but-
judging all of
but-
these other
but to be
guys for
fair-
being a player or a type of a dude, and the same thing is now revealed about the person that you guys have been putting on the pedestal.
He could have
Now
also
you're-
just made it up.
No, but ultimately,
You see,
ultimately,
if you-
the thing is, his life. Life is something.
If you see, yeah,
if people like you,
yeah,
they like you.
they like you. That's what I'm trying to
look,
get at.
Donald Trump can kill somebody on the road.
Yeah,
People who like Donald Trump, we still like Donald Trump.
yeah.
If people like you, they like you.
Yeah, no. With your regards to like lying, he could have lied. I feel like personally, if you're going to lie, there's no reason to increase the number. I feel like
There is
And I'm
actually.
saying,
There
I
is.
think-
There is. Do you know why?
what scenario?
There is because it depends
Why?
on what you're trying to. It depends on the perception you want people to have of you. If you don't
If he
want people
wants
to have
to-
the perception
to
that you
show
are like
to the- he wants to
stuck
show
on
to
your
the
ex,
that he has moved on.
yes,
Like, you know what?
yes, then he has an
You're not-
incentive to boost the number.
here's the trick, right? Firstly, that wouldn't work in this scenario, in this kind of situation, right? Because the idea was initially he wasn't sure if he wanted to stay in the relationship, right? If he wanted to rekindle the relationship, one, so you don't need a high number.
That
Two,
doesn't matter.
the ex already said that he was moving mad
Okay.
when they left like after they broke up. Like, I've seen some things and I've heard some things about what you were doing. She just didn't know how bad it was.
Okay.
Because the
So
minute he said it,
she thought maybe it was like 6. She just didn't put the 1 in front of the 6. Okay.
But guys, have you
believe-
watched?
I
Have you
believe he actually
watched?
reduced it. I believe that was actually a lesser number than what he has gone through. Because apparently when he was in the pizza for a while.
Have you watched which?
Have you watched Griselda on Netflix?
He came out yesterday. Even for you, that's probably today. Because of your time zone.
Okay,
Because
to
of your
answer,
time.
to answer your question.
What do you mean? Have you watched it? Have you finished
You
it?
should watch
I get it.
Griselda. I have finished it. I
I
finished
told
it.
you.
Amazing.
I told you.
I will.
And
I
it
will
wasn't
look-
released yesterday. It was released last week, actually, here in Canada.
Are you sure it's not Friday?
No, maybe it's Netflix.
No.
Canada is different from Netflix. South Africa.
I think it was released last week because I've been seeing it. But I think it's it's like, wait, I promise you, it couldn't be more than Thursday.
Maybe it was Thursday.
No, but I know it's last week.
Yeah, because you've seen it too, right? You've seen
No,
the
I've
notification
seen
and
the.
stuff.
No,
Yeah.
I've not seen it on Netflix, but
Yeah.
I just
You s-
know
yeah.
like it's coming out. It's about the drug leader.
Apparently, their
drug
family is.
You should watch it.
The son said, which is so ridiculous. The son said they intentionally made what's her name? Like, what's her name again?
I don't remember.
Sofia
The
Vergara.
Sophia, that they intentionally made her ugly to make his mom look ugly. And if you see the picture of his mom, like, dude, they tried for Netflix now. They even like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Like, dude, don't put your mother out like that.
Oh God.
I know your mom, everyone's mom
Please,
is.
you people, I don't want to be in trouble. Okay, you guys have caused enough trouble on this episode. Don't put me in trouble. I am
No,
done.
no,
This is the end. This
that
is it. This is the.
me, I'm
I'm
just
done.
reporting. I'm just
It's okay.
reporting.
Don't make me laugh at things like that. The woman killed over 200 people. You're here making fun of what her son said. I beg, please.
To be fair though, we are not in Africa. We are in South America.
Huh?
We're in South
Where they
America.
can quickly find you. That's
South
fantastic.
America.
Okay, South America,
Yeah,
yes. Go.
not Africa.
I guess in South America. I'm from in
Why,
Mars. I'm on
why
Mars. I'm with
Peru?
Elon Musk.
Peru.
Guys, yeah. This is a terrible introduction to who we are,
But
but
hey,
it is what it is.
make it actually is a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
introduction.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing said on
That's
today's
it.
show is great.
Yes, again,
Yeah.
yes. Bad advice.
Bad advice.
Exactly.
I don't know if this is bad advice. We all the people I know with the 10-year-old kids. I'm sorry, I can't get over that. I'm done.
Bad advice.
Since then, my brain has just gone into a different place. So, guys, all the best.
All right.
I'll see you both
Okay.
again next week. Enjoy.
Yeah,
I have
hope
swimming
you
class
had
in a
fun.
bit. Yeah,
Alright.
I hope everyone enjoyed this episode.
Hey, hope you enjoyed the episode.
Yes.
And like, subscribe, and listen more for more bad advice.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Lot of
like
bad-
actually, like not things that will get us into jail, just like normal life
Just-
stuff.
No. By the way, if you guys notice, right, throughout the whole episode, no. About our bad advices is almost like things we would not actually do. We're just
Yeah.
reflecting.
Just
on
in
it.
I
case
know
you
that's
came
not the
back.
part we are going to. Yeah, just it was wrong advice for the. But Ayo, don't say
Yeah.
anything more. Thank
No,
you so
I'm
much. Yes, I'm also done. I'm ending this recording.
Hey, Jesus.